All right, so today lunch is going to be a really good one, I think. But I was at the supermarket and I lucked into that. The mushrooms reduced to $1.03. Can't go wrong. So as soon as I saw these, I knew exactly what I wanted to eat. And so that's what I'm going to fix now, which is basically an open-faced mushroom sandwich. And, you know, when you get them reduced like this, it's because they're getting pretty close to their pass date. But if you take, you know, I got them today, so if you take them home, cook them up right away, they're fine. So anyway, start off a little butter. Olive oil. So I pre-chopped some garlic and shallots. This whole dish, just like everything else I make, you just make it yours. Just do whatever you want to do. I'll just show you how I do it sometimes. And like I said, generally when I do this, I don't put anything on the bread. I just the mushrooms and the sauce, and you let the sauce soak into the bread. And always remember, when you pull toast out of the toaster, stand it up like that and let it cool for a minute. Otherwise, if you put it directly on a plate and the plate's cold, it'll get condensation. You end up with soggy toast, and that's horrible. Unless you want soggy toast because you're going to soak it up in this delicious juice that we're about to make, this sauce. So I'm going to stand those up like that. Chuck in the garlic and the shallots. Little bit of black pepper. No salt, because I'm actually going to use low sodium, but I'm going to use teriyaki in here, and you're going to think it's going to clash, but it won't. It actually tastes really good. All right, so those cooked for a minute. A little bit of French dry white vermouth. And remember, whenever you cook with alcohol, burn off the alcohol, otherwise you run the risk of it getting bitter. So we'll cook that down for just a minute. Smells good already. Then I'm going to use a little bit of crushed red pepper, and if you watch any of my other videos, I always put it in after the garlic is cooked. Otherwise, I can't tell the difference between burnt garlic and the crushed red pepper. All right, the mushrooms. Now we'll just let them cook for a minute. The reason I'm doing it this way, normally I just do the mushrooms on the toast, but they had this nice boar's head London Broil roast beef on sale, and when I saw those mushrooms, I knew what I was going to do, and I thought, no, okay, I'm going to do it with roast beef this time. So just 2 slices, plenty. And again, you make this, you know, your dish. You do it however you like it. All right. You might think that the teriyaki will clash with that white wine, but it actually doesn't. It's actually really good. But just go gingerly with it. You definitely don't want too much because you don't want to drown out the taste of those mushrooms. We got a little bit of heavy cream left in here. And I need just a little more. That should probably do it. You could turn the roast beef over in the pan once or twice and heat it up a little bit before you start doing this, but I like it rare, so I'm going to put it on cold because obviously this is plenty hot. All right, that's done. So here it goes. All right, I got a little bit of parsley out of the fridge just to kind of dress it up a little bit because it's not the prettiest looking dish. But there it is. That's a nice open face sandwich right there for sure. So let's give it a try. Get a little bit of the mushroom, a little bit of the beef, definitely some of that sauce. This one's going to be messy on the beard. Man. Even though this is kind of an odd lunch or dinner, give it a try. I'm going to go eat, and then I got to cut the grass.